So 3 space.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, everybody, welcome to another series of fresh new game show runs, in which this time around we picked Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the Sega Genesis. See how I do here. Here we go. Taking on Troy and Jerry. And we have 6 categories this round. Here we go. And 1 daily double.
You are the category.
Names the same. Abbreviations. Starts with L. U.S. rivers. Chickens. And finally, TV nostalgia. These are pretty good categories. I like them. Alright. I'll start things off by getting abbreviations for 100. Walt Disney intended it to be an experimental prototype community of tomorrow. What is Epcot?
You are correct.
Abbreviations for 200. If you use a computer, you probably know about DOS, which stands for this. What is Disk Operating System? Of course, I do games on my DOS emulator from time to time.
You are correct.
Alright, abbreviations 300. The R in the name of the British RSPCA stands for this. Troy. Doesn't know.
Troy.
Jerry. Oh. Royal.
You are correct.
So she ties me for the lead for now. Chickens for 100. Chickens raised for meat are fryers, roisters, or broilers for egg production. Troy. What are layers?
You are correct.
No, he got it right. He got it right. TV Nostalgia 100. The facts are the theme song for this police series peaked at number 3 in 1953. Dum-de-dum-dum. What is Dragnet?
You are correct.
TV Nostalgia for 200. It completes the title. I'm Dickens. Troy. What is he's Fenster?
You are correct.
I'm Dickens. He's Fenster. Alright. Abbreviation's 400. Jimmy Stewart knows from a 1955 film he did that SAC, SAC stands for this. Troy. What is the Strategic Air Command?
You are correct.
Now Troy is tied with me for the lead. Abbreviation is 500. Most college applicants take either the SAT, the Scholastic Aptitude Test, or the ACT. This. Troy. The American College Test.
You are correct.
That puts him in the lead at $900 for now. Next clue. U.S. Rivers 100. This river forms most of the border between Washington and Oregon. What is the Columbia?
You are correct.
Right. U.S. Rivers for 200. The name of this Alaskan river might be abbreviated CU. Troy. The Copper River.
You are correct.
Putting him in 1100, and we go on. Chickens 200. Some sportsmen use the feathers from the back of the chicken's neck to make these. Troy. What are flies?
You are correct.
Alright. Name's the same 100. And he found the Daily Double. And I know he's going to wager $500, so let's go ahead and make that wager. Author of the Book of the Sword in 1884, a Welsh-born actor whose last film was 1984, and it's Richard Burton.
You are correct.
Putting him at $1,800. Starts with L100. A dance between the ground and a stick. What is a limbo? Or what is the limbo?
You are correct.
Starts with L for 200. This part of a map explains what all those squiggly lines and symbols mean. What is the... This part of a map explains what all those squiggly lines and symbols mean. What is the label? I don't know.
Troy.
I got it wrong. Jerry. Oh, she doesn't know.
Troy.
Dropping her down to $100. Oh, I think I might have just figured it out. Troy. He doesn't know.
Troy.
Is it the legend?
No, the correct
The
response.
legend. Yeah, it just now dawned on me. Oh well. It starts with L300. With one L, it's a Buddhist monk. With two, it's the largest South American member of the camel family. What is the llama?
You are correct.
Starts with L for 400. A great place to hide away, whether you're a lion or a pirate. What is a lair?
You are correct.
Starts with L for 500. The people of this Baltic country are known as Lets. What is Latvia?
You are
And I'm
correct.
tied for the lead at 1600 with Troy. Name's the same 200. A dependent country in the tropics, or a store chain selling but close to where in the tropics. What is the Banana Republic?
You are correct.
Name's the same for 300. Actor who was opposite many lovely silent films, or actor who has worked solo. Han Solo. Who is Harrison Ford?
You are correct.
Name's the same for 400. A 1959 top 10 hit by the Crests, or a 1984 film starring Molly Ringwald. What is 16 Candles?
You are correct.
Name's the same for 500. English poet who wrote Love Is Enough, or founder of a theatrical agency named for himself. Jerry. William Morris.
You are correct.
Alright, chickens for 300. Fed a special diet, Rosemary Farms hens lay eggs that have about half the normal amount of this. What is yolk?
Sorry.
I got it wrong. Troy. Oh. Cholesterol.
You are correct.
TV Nostalgia 300. She won the Miss U.S. Television Contest in 1950, 5 years before marrying Ernie Kovacs. Jerry. Edie Adams.
You are correct.
Trailing Troy by $1,000. U.S. Rivers 300. From its source in Montana to its mouth near St. Louis, this river crosses 7 states. What is the Missouri?
You are correct.
U.S. Rivers 400. Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, was founded in the 1740s by Harper, who set up a ferry across this river. What is the Ohio?
Sorry.
No. I got it. Jerry. Oh, it's the Potomac.
You are correct.
1300. TV Nostalgia 400. The intro to this Vince Edwards medical drama began Man, Woman, Birth, Death, Infinity. Troy. Doesn't know.
Sorry.
Too bad. What is St. Elsewhere?
Sorry.
No. I got it wrong. Jerry. Oh, Ben Casey, so she's tied with me for the lead.
You are correct.
Okay. U.S. River is 500. Though it flows for 310 miles through mid-Nebraska, this river is too shallow for navigation. What is the Platte?
You are correct.
There we go. TV Nostalgia for 400. Western superstar who declined the lead role in Gunsmoke but introduced the first episode. Who is John Wayne?
You are correct.
Chickens for 400. I say there, son. This Warner Brothers cartoon rooster is usually pursued by a chicken hawk. Oh, what's his name? What is that rooster's name in the Warner Brothers cartoons? What's his name? Troy. Oh, Foghorn Leghorn.
You are correct.
Last clue. Cornell University found his spring concerto got chickens up and around, while Winter called them. Who is Antonio Vivaldi?
You are correct.
So at the end of the Jeopardy round, rather, I have 3,200. Troy has 1,900. Jerry 1,700. As we get ready to start playing,
Double Jeopardy.
we'll double the dollar values, put 2 Daily Doubles on the board, and 6 all new categories. Let's do this.
Here are the categories.
Superstitions, authors, inventors, Missourians, food for thought, and finally, trivia. Let's do this. Jerry. Missourians for 200. Branson, Missouri's annual Cupiesta celebration honors Rose O'Neal, who invented this. Jerry. What is the Cupi doll?
You are correct.
Tied with Troy for second place at 1,900 apiece. Authors 200. Nationality of Lope de Vega, author of over 1,500 plays and maybe most prolific in Western literature. What is Spanish?
You are correct.
Authors for 400. Four Red Pony stories are included in his 1938 work, The Long Valley. Jerry. Doesn't know.
Troy.
Troy. Doesn't know either.
Troy. No, the correct is
John Steinbeck. Author 600. He worked as a menial laborer and a cotton picker before he wrote Tobacco Road. What's that? Troy. Doesn't know.
Troy.
Jerry. Oh, Erskine Caldwell.
You are correct.
Authors 800. There's one of the 2 daily doubles. She's gonna wager 1,000, so here's the clue. His last novel was The Rivers, who was William Faulkner.
You are correct.
She now only trails me by $300. Authors 1,000. Authors from Notes from the Underground, aka Letters from the Underworld. Troy. Fyodor Dostoevsky.
You are correct.
Inventors, 200. Alexander Graham Bell tries to make this listening device led to the invention of the phone. What is the hearing aid?
You are correct.
Inventors for 400. Thomas Edison's longest-lasting light bulb filament was made from this giant grass. What is bamboo?
You are correct.
Inventors for 600. The book Small Invention says Romans invented and called them hippo sandals. What are horseshoes?
You are correct.
Inventors for 600. In 1842, Dr. Crawford Long was the first to use this as an anesthetic device. Jerry doesn't know. She has half of what I have right now. Troy. Oh, ether.
You are correct.
Moving on. Missourians for 400. A restored courtroom in Independence features a multimedia show based on his life. Jerry? Who was Harry S. Truman? Uh-huh.
You are correct.
She is tied with Troy at 2,700 apiece. Inventors 1,000. From 1854 until his death in 1867, he got royalties on every sewing machine sold in the U.S. Who was a singer? Or was it Elias Howe? No, I'll say singer.
Troy.
No, it's Elias Howe. I got it wrong. It was Elias Howe, yeah. Oh well.
You are correct.
Next clue. Missourian 600. Carthage was home to Bell's Star of the Wild West and this Star of Wild Kingdom. Who is Marlon Perkins?
You are correct.
Missourians for 800. You can tour the home near Kearney where he was born in the house in St. Joseph where he was shot. Jerry. Jesse James.
You are correct.
Food for thought 200. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce contains over 1,000 milligrams of this element. What is sodium?
You are correct.
Food for thought for 400. To avoid this deadly food poisoning, throw out any leaking, bulging, or badly dented cans. What is botulism?
You are correct.
Food for thought for 600. Discovered in 1879, this artificial sweetener was initially used as an antiseptic. What is aspartame?
Troy.
Oh man, I missed it. Troy. Oh, saccharin.
You are correct.
He now has a $100 lead over me. Food for thought 800. Sick people beware. This mineral in milk and yogurt can impair absorption of some antibiotics. What is calcium?
You are correct.
Food for thought for 1,000. Acidic ingredient in store-bought mayonnaise that actually lowers the risk of food spoilage. Troy. Lemon juice.
You are correct.
Putting a $300 lead over me at the moment. But we keep going. Missourians 1,000. The second most famous resident of Hannibal, she survived a shipwreck and inspired a musical. Who is Molly Brown?
You are correct.
Now putting me back in the lead at $6,000. Let's take superstitions for 200. Number that's been called the Devil's Dozen. What is 13?
You are correct.
Superstitions for 400. Flower traditionally plucked while saying, he loves me not. What is the daisy?
You are correct.
Superstitions for 600. February's purple birthstone that was thought to cure toothaches and keep away hail and something else. Troy. Doesn't know.
Troy.
I think I'll try it. What is an amethyst?
You are correct.
There we go, I got it right. Superstitions for 800. Legend has it that Eve took one of these hard-to-find good luck charms from the Garden of Eden. Jerry. Doesn't know.
Troy.
Let's see what is a four-leaf clover.
You are correct.
And I got it right. Superstitions, 1,000. A superstitious person will hang one of these with the points upward so the luck won't run out. Jerry. Doesn't know.
Troy.
Troy. He doesn't know.
Troy.
Well, I don't know, so I'm not going to buzz in. I want to keep my $8,000. We know the other daily doubles in the last category.
No, the
A
question.
horseshoe. Okay. I'll pick trivia for 200, but we're almost out of time on recording room on the camera, so we'll be right back, and I'll pick that clue when we come back. Okay, folks, let's finish up this game. Trivia 200. The tropical version of this Mattel boyfriend wears flower trunks and comes with his own lei. Who's Ken?
You are correct.
400. During the Renaissance, these criminals were known as corsairs. Troy. He doesn't know. Jerry. Oh, Pirates.
You are
Putting her
correct.
at 2,100. And she has a 1 in 3 shot of finding the other daily double. Is it in the $600 clue? No, it's not. The first black heavyweight champion of the world was often billed as Little Arthur. I don't know. Jerry. Jack Johnson.
You are correct.
2,700 now. 800. This car company's crew plant in Miller Park works admit the public by appointment. Troy. Doesn't know.
Troy.
Think I might know. Jerry. Oh, Rolls Royce. Okay, that wasn't my guess, so that's good.
You are
Taking
correct.
her up to 3,500, and the last clue is hers because it is the other daily double, and I know she's going to wager 1,000. How will she do? Will she get it right or wrong? Rulers of ancient China read books made from strips of this plant, and she got it wrong.
Is that the correct response?
Bamboo. So she and Troy each have $2,500. I have $8,200 as we go to Final Jeopardy. Category is 20th century. Here we go. I have 8,200. I'm not going to risk anything. The 1956 uprising here was quickly ended by Soviet reinforcement rushed in from the Ukraine. What is Russia? I don't know.
You know the correct
Hungary. Oh well, so I still win. Jerry got it right. She goes up to 3,300. Troy got it wrong. He drops down to 600. And I won the game with $8,200. And a run for this game is in order. Yashi! We look forward to seeing you all in our next video coming soon.